The SWEDGE-LOK and SWEDGE-LOK system has been awarded the 2013 Most Innovative New Product Award by the Mobile Air Conditioning Society worldwide.
Expensive OE air conditioning line repair? SWEDGE-LOK it instead. Remove everything from the vehicle and then reinstall? SWEDGE-LOK it instead. Trying to figure out what part you need to order? SWEDGE-LOK it instead. Wait hours for parts to show up so you can spend hours working on the vehicle? SWEDGE-LOK it instead. Automotive air conditioning repairs can be costly and time-consuming. A small pinhole leak or crack in an aluminum AC line can currently cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars in replacement and labor costs. Save time and money and get the vehicle back on the road 10 times faster with SWEDGE-LOK. The new SWEDGE-LOK repair system featuring the patented SWEDGE-LOKer tool is the first of its kind. SWEDGE-LOK eliminates the need to wait for expensive OE replacement parts. SWEDGE-LOK requires no welding or soldering. SWEDGE-LOK can repair AC lines on every make and model. The revolutionary SWEDGE-LOKer tool means you can repair most AC lines right on the vehicle. With the SWEDGE-LOKer tool, you pick the power. You can use the included T-bar, a ratcheting wrench, a box end wrench, or an air or battery powered impact wrench. SWEDGE-LOK does it all. Joins all 5 diameters of aluminum tubes together, joins all 5 diameters of aluminum tubes to rubber AC hose. Block-offs completely terminate an AC line and avoid even more costly repairs on larger vehicles. You can now make any AC line repair for any vehicle, fast, easy, and without expensive OE replacement parts. With the SWEDGE-LOKer tool and the SWEDGE-LOK system, you can repair the vehicle immediately and get it back to the owner right away. Your customers will be happy, the repair will be more affordable, and you will make more money. The following procedure will show how to quickly and easily use the SWEDGE-LOK system to permanently repair a leaking AC or heating-cooling system line. With the system now properly emptied, you are ready to begin your repair. Use a tubing cutter or similar tool to remove up to 1 inch of the tubing at the leak point. Make sure you have a minimum of 1.5 inches of straight tubing on each side of the cut tube to allow enough room to fit the union and collar. Next, use a file to square and clean the edges of the tube. This will allow the tubing to fit completely inside the SWEDGE-LOK union body. If necessary, use a deburring tool to lightly remove any burrs on the inside diameter of the tubing. Use an abrasive pad to roughen up the outside of both ends of tubing about 1 inch back from the end. Using a clean cloth, wipe off any residue left over from cleaning. You may also want to use a cotton swab to remove any filings or metal shavings that may have entered the end of the tubing. Next, select the correct size SWEDGE-LOK union. This can be done by test fitting the aluminum body over one of the cut ends for a tight fit. With the proper size union now identified, assemble the SWEDGE-LOKer tool according to the included instructions with the jaws specific to the union size you will be using. With the SWEDGE-LOK sealing compound, it is extremely important to apply 1 small drop and no more to each end of the tube. Gently spread the sealer over the outer circumference of the tubing, leaving about 1/8 inch on the cut end dry. Now take the SWEDGE-LOK union body and rotate each end onto the ends of the tubing to make sure the sealing compound is evenly distributed. Insert the SWEDGE-LOK body and collar, with the step portion of the collar pointing away from the body, into the jaws of the SWEDGE-LOKer tool. Hand tighten the cross screw until it holds the entire SWEDGE-LOK union in place snugly. Make sure the collar lines up with the cut steps in the jaws for perfect alignment. Before proceeding to close the first side of the union, make sure that the union is held snugly between the jaws of the SWEDGE-LOKer tool and is aligned so the step portion of the collar fits correctly together with the steps on the jaw. Also see that the collar is oriented straight and will slide over the compression ring on the body. Insert the SWEDGE-LOKer tool with the SWEDGE-LOK union over one of the cut ends of the tubing, collar first, and then into the body, making sure the tubing is completely bottomed out in the body. If the tubing is not bottomed out in the SWEDGE-LOK body, there is a possibility that the SWEDGE-LOK union could leak under pressure. Using either a 19mm wrench, 3/8 drive ratchet, 3/8 drive air ratchet, or 3/8 drive impact wrench, rotate the cross screw clockwise. This will move the jaws of the SWEDGE-LOK tool towards each other and force the collar over the compression ring of the SWEDGE-LOK union until the end of the collar is flush with the ridge of the body. Next, gently rotate the cross drive screw counterclockwise to loosen and slide the SWEDGE-LOK tool off of the assembled SWEDGE-LOK union. To complete the splice, slide another collar over the unclosed end of the union body with the step portion of the collar pointing away from the body. Insert the remaining tube end into the body until it completely bottoms out in the SWEDGE-LOK union. At this last step, external pressure may be required to hold the tubing in place. Install the SWEDGE-LOK tool over the body and compression ring and make sure the stepped portion of the collar is aligned correctly with the cut steps in the tool jaw. Hand tighten the cross drive screw until it is snug, and then use the same method as before to rotate the cross drive screw and close the collar over the compression ring of the body. Make sure the end of the collar is flush with the ridge of the body without over tightening. Refill the system per OEM instructions and test for leaks. The repair is now complete. Performing hose to tube repairs utilizes the same procedure to connect the tube end, while the hose end utilizes a barb inserted into the AC hose and a clamp and cage to secure. This allows flexibility that other hose to tube repair systems do not allow. A block off involves only making one SWEDGE-LOK connection to terminate any line. No need to replace or repair an unwanted line, just one SWEDGE-LOK block off fitting eliminates the problem. With the SWEDGE-LOK tool and the SWEDGE-LOK system, any AC repair can be made faster and more economical. No more waiting for expensive OE replacements, no more welding or soldering. Make clean and quick repairs right on the vehicle for a fraction of the cost of replacing the line. The SWEDGE-LOK tool and SWEDGE-LOK is your key to permanent, fast, economical AC repairs and happy customers.